The dramatic sequences in this program are based on events that could possibly occur. The characters are portrayed by actors in some violent situations. The program has been designed to introduce the viewer to a few ways to possibly prevent, avoid, and survive an attack in the home. But the producers do not represent that the techniques shown are effective or lawful in all situations. Each viewer should check the laws of his locality with respect to the use of possible lethal force in self-defense and the circumstances permitting it. Any action taken by the viewer based on the information contained in this program is at the risk of the viewer and is the sole responsibility of the viewer.
Listen. Oh my God.
The woman you just saw, unfortunately, is now just another statistic. You read about people like her constantly in the newspaper. It doesn't have to end in such a brutal, vicious way. She was careless, and the cost was her life. The incidents you're about to see in this program happen every day. Most of them can be prevented with just a little bit of planning and common sense. If you make the choice not to be a victim, you've taken the first step in the right direction. My name is Jim Harris. I've been a cop for the past 14 years with one of the largest law enforcement agencies in the nation. I've investigated many similar crimes. Unfortunately, too many people live with the idea that it won't happen to them. However, no one is exempt from a possible attack, in or out of their home. Without a plan, you will do exactly what you were prepared for. Nothing. Do you have a plan? Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. It can happen to you. The key to a solid home defense plan is preventive action. Notice she didn't inadvertently leave a space where the intruder could see what she was doing. Notice how difficult it is for an intruder to hide here. Although ornamental shrubbery is pretty, it offers a hiding place. If you live in an apartment, ask the manager to cut it back. Burglars and rapists like the dark, so leave a couple of lights on outside. National statistics tell us that a burglary occurs approximately every 9 seconds. Every 9 seconds. Don't make it easy for an intruder to violate your home or apartment. Frame pins or window locks are an economical method to secure those windows and will definitely discourage most burglars. Breaking a glass is the only alternative if he really wants to get in.
Someone's broken into my apartment. He's inside now.
What's the address?
1743. I hear him in the hall.
A unit is on the way, ma'am. Don't hang up.
No, I won't. Go away! Police are on their way! I've got a gun! Stop!
Unfortunately, this young woman had to use deadly force, but she did so to save her life. What you've just seen happens too often. The sad results are savage beatings, rapes, and murder. It's terrible to think that 1 woman in 10 will be raped sometime in her life. Rhonda chose not to be a victim. She created a defense plan to fit her needs, and through mental alertness was able to put that plan into practice when it was needed. She was able to overcome the childhood conditioning, namely the "it can't happen to me" syndrome. It did happen. And it can happen to you. If you're serious about your security, ask yourself, have I done everything I possibly can to protect myself, my family, and my home? You can't wait until it happens. Then it's too late. Rhonda took a few extra moments to make sure. Those extra moments could mean your life. She did everything she could to protect herself. She called the police immediately once she knew somebody had broken in. Many people never make that decision. They make themselves believe it's not happening. Psychologists call this a denial syndrome. Because of this, a lot of women and men have been severely hurt or killed. This young woman did all she could to avoid using this. Should you have a firearm for self-protection? That choice is strictly up to you. Later in this program, we'll discuss the responsibility of having firearms in the home and the possible consequences should you make the choice to resort to the use of deadly force to defend yourself or a member of your family. We've seen how a single person living alone can take preventive action for self-defense. Let's take a look at a family situation. Many of us live under the misconception that crime occurs mainly at night. That's a serious mistake. Burglars, rapists, and murderers don't work on a time schedule. They strike whenever they think there's a weakness. But are you weak and defenseless just because you're alone with your children? We'll see.
Mom? Honey? What are you doing out of bed? You have to get well soon so you can go back to school.
Bored. I hate having the flu. I want to go outside and play.
Oh, I know, honey. But you'll be fine in a day or two. Hey, have you finished building that model Jeep yet?
No, not yet. I don't really feel like it.
Come on.
Okay, I'll go back to bed. Hi, mister. Are you reading the meter?
Eddie! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! What do you want?
I want you, baby. Now you're gonna do everything I tell you to do. Then you're gonna take off all your clothes, and we're gonna have us some fun.
As you've seen, just because you're unarmed doesn't necessarily mean that you're defenseless. This woman, when confronted by an intruder, kept her head and used the weapon at hand to defend herself. She also had the determination to resist, to not be a victim. This is a defensive weapon, found in every home, an ordinary kitchen knife. You use it every day, and in an emergency, it can save your life. What else might a person find to defend themselves? This is a highly caustic oven cleaner, a very effective deterrent to an attack. But remember, if you use it, you must get away from the attacker immediately. Another weapon which might save you. Great stopping power, and will not damage the skillet in any way. There are several things to keep in mind if you're forced to use any of these tools. Get away from the attacker as soon as possible. Take your child and run to the neighbors to call the police. Remember, the best defensive weapon you have is that which is at hand.
Good morning. I'm from the Inter-American Underprivileged Children's Fund. I'd like a few minutes of your time to talk about this.
This really isn't a very good
Well,
time.
It'll take a few minutes. If you'll just let me in to talk with you for a few minutes.
Okay.
I have this literature here I can show you. You move and I'll cut your throat.
Keep her there.
Don't make this mistake. Know who the person is before you unlock that door. Don't allow a decoy to destroy your alertness.
Sweetheart, how are
Unfortunately, it's impossible for the police to prevent this sort of violence at the moment it happens. You must be able to protect yourself. Remember, anyone can be a potential assailant. What you say to people and how you say it can mean a great deal. In some instances, being too friendly with people you don't know can be misinterpreted as an invitation. Another common danger is your routine. Make a conscious effort to alter it whenever possible. And don't tell strangers you live alone or that your husband will be away. Jane did the best thing she could have done. Take positive action and then flee while the attacker is momentarily disabled. Some people have made the choice to use a firearm as a last line of defense for personal protection. They should take lessons from a qualified instructor. We strongly encourage you do the same thing if you choose to own a gun for home defense. What firearm should you buy? Let's take a look.
Hi,
Hi.
can I help you?
Well, yeah, I need to buy a gun for home protection.
What kind of a gun did you have in mind?
Gee, I don't know. I've never fired a gun in my life.
Well, why don't I show you some and perhaps I can make a suggestion.
Great.
I was about to restock this.
There are many types, brands, and models of firearms. We endorse no particular manufacturer, but strongly suggest that you select your firearm from those companies who have a reputation for quality. Consult with an experienced professional to determine which is best for your home defense needs. Practice is so important when you own a firearm for home defense. Practice and safety. Should you choose to keep a firearm for home protection, it is absolutely essential to examine your feelings and make a very personal decision. You must ask yourself if you're willing to protect your life or the life of someone you love. Can you pull the trigger if it's necessary? That decision must be made long before you are ever faced with that moment to act on the decision. There are those who cannot take a human life. It is an awesome responsibility. This responsibility is yours. A responsible gun owner will keep his firearm in a secure place. Educate your children to respect them as you would any other dangerous tool. Check with your attorney as to the laws in your state and community regarding the use of deadly force in self-defense. Here are safety rules you should commit to memory and practice at all times. Rule number 1, never allow the barrel of the weapon to point at anyone you don't wish to shoot. Always be aware of where it's pointed. And remember, all firearms, loaded or unloaded, should be treated as if they're loaded. Rule number 2, never place your finger in the trigger guard until you are actually ready to fire the gun. Rule number 3, never pick up or handle any firearm without first checking to see if it's loaded. If you don't know how to check it, don't handle it. Never pull the trigger until you have made positive identification of your target. There is the possibility that the intruder is a member of your family. Once you pull that trigger, there is no way whatsoever to call that bullet back. Let's briefly discuss some of the other options for home defense. Trained dogs are an excellent deterrent against intruders. Let me emphasize the word trained. Guard dogs should be trained by professional dog trainers. Some untrained dogs bark all the time and are paid no attention. Criminals know this. Not only is your dog then a nuisance, but you're living with a false sense of security. Often intruders will gain entry to your house by pretending to be utility repairmen. Remember, if they're legitimate, they'll be carrying official identification. Demand to see it through the window before opening that door. If there's a question, call the company first. Some people try to get inside by telling you there's an emergency and they must use your phone. Don't let them in. Tell them you'll make the call for them. This phone can be a friend in an emergency. You can call the police for help, usually. But what happens if the intruder cuts the phone line before making an entry? An intruder can easily cut this phone wire or rip it out. However, if you have the phone company mounted high, an intruder can't get to it easily, unless you leave the intruder the tool that he needs, not only to cut the phone wire, but also used to climb in the upstairs window. I wonder what other tools might have been left lying around.
Mommy, there's a man trying to get in our house.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's back by the back door.
Okay, honey, stay here. Don't move. Susie, get behind the bed and don't come out until I tell you it's okay. Oh my God, the phone is here.
Freeze or I'll shoot.
Okay, lady. James, don't shoot.
Drop that thing. Over there. Put your hands up in the air. All the way up.
If you find yourself in this situation, what would you do? It's a fact that each year in this country, thousands of honest men and women save their lives with a firearm without having to pull the trigger. But even though you've not had to use deadly force, this situation is extremely critical. Although you've disarmed the criminal, you must use extreme caution. Watch and remember.
And move over here into the corner. Now keep your hands up and drop to your knees. hands out in front of you and slide onto your stomach. Put your arms out to the side. Turn your head away from me. Spread your legs.
What now? You've captured a suspect. Do you search him for other weapons? No, absolutely not. Don't go near him. If you give him the chance, he might disarm you. It's a known fact that while in prison, convicts train each other and practice how to disarm police officers. You are no match for them. Stay away from him.
Susie, come with me. Just do as I say, everything will be okay. You move, I'll blow your brains out.
Lady, I ain't moving. Just be careful with that gun.
Susie, run over to Kathy's and tell her to call the police. Hurry.
If you're thinking she should not have turned her back to the hallway, you are beginning to think in the right direction. Beware of an accomplice. Burglar alarm systems can be a very strong deterrent to criminals. They like to work in silence. Loud bells and noises are no friend to an intruder. There are many different types of alarm systems, and their expense can vary from moderate to high. A loud audible system is often as effective as the more expensive silent alarm. Inexpensive and effective are battery-operated travel door alarms. These can easily be used in hotels, apartments, or in a house. The system is very easy to install. Merely place the looped portion over the doorknob and insert the contact points between the door and the door jamb. If an intruder should break in and the door is opened, the alarm will be activated. Without power, your expensive alarm system is useless. But with battery backup, even if the electricity is cut off by the intruder, your system will still work for you. Make certain your electric box is locked. Otherwise, power can be easily cut. Also, as a matter of safety, a good lock will keep curious children from playing with a switch. If you decide to buy an alarm system, go to a reputable firm which has plenty of experience selling and installing the systems. Check out the firm's references. Look at many systems and decide which one meets your requirements and your budget. We feel the system which offers a loud, distracting noise is more advantageous than a silent alarm. This is because, as we've said before, criminals dislike announcing to you and the neighborhood that they've broken into your home. Sometimes, though, no matter what precautions you've taken, your security will be penetrated. You and your family are threatened. What can you do? This man has just made a mistake. A fatal mistake which you must not make if you think or know somebody has broken into your home. Searching a house, or clearing a house as law enforcement officers call it, is extremely dangerous. Clearing a house without proper training can be deadly for you. Most houses and apartments are laid out differently. It's up to you to determine what is the defensive core of your home. Make a diagram of your home and consider the suggestions you've seen in this program. Discuss your home defense plan with your family and make each member feel as if they're a part of it, just as you would with a fire or an earthquake emergency plan. Walk through your home, following your plan. Think in terms of there being an intruder somewhere inside. Will your plan work? If you have doubts, change it. But make a plan and review it often. Many criminals get a thrill knowing there are people at home. They derive a psychological gratification from a hot prowl. They like the challenge. The risk is exciting. However, when confronted, they are the most dangerous. This man and his wife controlled the situation. The man went only far enough to make certain his child was secure, then took cover and waited for the police.
1X13, Roger, show you code.
He didn't try to clear his house, so there was no way that he could be ambushed by the intruder. His firearm was kept in a locked box, so no child or curious adult might mishandle it.
1X14.
A firearm is not a toy and should be handled with deadly seriousness. His wife knew exactly how to call the police and tell them what was happening. Now you've done everything to protect yourself, and the police have arrived. What then? How do the police get in? Do you want them to crash through your door or smash through a window? No. Watch.
Officer, I'll throw the keys to my front door out of the south side window.
You should keep an extra key to throw to the police. It spares expense to you and a great deal of trouble for the police.
They're in a bright orange keychain.
Don't hang up the
Okay,
phone.
please hurry.
Remember, the police have arrived. They're going to search your home for a suspect. Very possibly an armed suspect. They don't know you, so they must, for their own safety, consider everyone in the house a suspect until proven differently. Do not, I repeat, do not ever go to meet the police with a gun or other weapon in your hand. Of course you're the good guy. You know that, but they don't. You should have the person who calls the police tell them you're armed. Tell them where in the house you're taking your stand. Once the police have arrested the suspect or determined that he got away before they arrived, they'll ask you to come out without your firearm so they can identify you. Do exactly what they tell you to do. Don't carry a weapon. It makes officers very nervous, and they have a right to be. Until they've identified you, they may think you're the suspect or the suspect's partner. Keep your hands empty and where the police can see them. Remember, do what they tell you, and everything will be cleared up very shortly. Control over our lives, sense of self. Any crime committed on us violates those senses. Whether a rape or a robbery, it will change your life. There's every chance that you will become a victim of a crime sometime within the next 10 years. 1 in 8 American homes suffer from violent crime, and nearly 1/3 of the nation's families are touched by crime every year. From Los Angeles to New York, Seattle to Miami, crime has spread to every corner of American society. You can feel helpless, or you can do something about it. Crime is like a disease which must be prevented from becoming an epidemic. Preventive measures must be taken by you, the individual, in order to reduce the chances of being struck. There is no city in America where there are enough police to protect every citizen against crime. You must learn how to prevent it, avoid it, or survive it if it strikes you. Remember, home defense is only as good as you make it. It's your responsibility to keep yourself and your family safe. Your mind is your best weapon, so make the choice to not be a victim. Be alert, be aware, be attentive, and be safe.
Thank you.